Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
There's no music. Where's the DJ?
Right?
Where's the Golden Knights music?
We're changing it up this year. Happy 2020. We see clearly. Okay. You guys ready for the first sales meeting of the year?
Yes, sir.
Can't forget to check in. When you pull out your phones, take a picture. Take a picture with somebody new today. Make sure you tag Janet. She loves it. And go ahead and tag our new broker, Chris Bishop, as well.
Adam, turn around, man. Here he is. I just lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying.
Okay. How many of you aware we have websites?
What? Where?
What? Right? How many of you are using your Simplest website? All right. Good. 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 So we've got Troy here from Simplest to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with Simplest. So let's give him a hand.
I wish everyone a very happy and healthy new year. Thanks for having me today. One of my goals for 2020, and I know a lot of you guys have big goals and aspirations for this year, but personally for me, at least in the beginning part of the year, I want to make sure that we get as many people within the Signature family actually utilizing the product that Brandon has paid a lot of money for. Thank you, Brandon, for that. So next week, I want to do more of like an intensive classroom style. So I'm going to get with the team here and put out a specific date, but we'll meet over at the Green Valley office and we'll do a, intensive workshop, work through, help you guys get everything set up, optimize your websites, make sure you guys are actually utilizing all of the great features that we have listed for you. One really cool feature that we just created, and Brandon has also covered the payment for this upgrade for every single account to utilize, is client logins. Am I turning on here, Brandon? Oh. So what client logins will do, it will allow all of your past, future, and current clients to create a free account within your agent website. What does this mean? This means that they'll actually be able to save their properties, save their saved searches. They can also answer specific questions that you guys want to know about them. And you as the agent can actually track their every move. It's kind of creepy, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Right? So in real time, you'll be able to see what houses they're clicking on, what saved searches they have entered in the system as well. And you guys will get real-time notifications of all of that behavior, right? So, for example, Tommy, if you have a client clicking on your site, they sign in and create a new account, you'll be able to see that, they're clicking on 123 Main Street, you can actually see that in the back end, you'll get a notification as well, and then take action upon that client. So I want to show you guys what that looks like really quick right here. Alrighty. Is Michael here today? No? Michael's my guinea pig today, so we're using his account. So you guys will see, everyone will have a welcome button on the top right or a login button, right? So every time you guys, or when you guys refresh your site, you'll see that there's a login button. As soon as you click that, clients will be able to log in for free, create their own account. They can log in with Facebook. We're also going to be adding Gmail login to allow them to log in with Gmail. And we'll also allow them to create their own account by logging in with their own email address, right? So we're going to make it super easy for clients to create accounts within your agent websites, right? So once a client actually creates an account and they sign in, they'll say welcome by their first name. Oops, let's refresh this real quick. And you'll see that now each individual client now has their own little client area within your agent website. This is really cool, guys. So again, this is free for everyone to use, including the clients. Again, this is an example of a house that I clicked on. You as the agent can see, this is actually the client view. This is what the agent view looks like. So you can ask all your clients specific questions. If you guys have additional questions that you would like to include in this questionnaire, we can add that for you. So again, I think this is a great way to kind of initially make contact with the client, ensure that they're answering all the questions that they need to answer, and then again, you can track their every move, which is pretty cool. So on the back end side, let's log in. This is Michael's account. You guys will see a brand new tile called Members. It's this black tile right here. If you click on members, you'll see all the different clients that have created a free account on your website. And you'll see Daniel and myself, we created one on Michael's last night. And if you actually click on it, all this information is automatically pulled. So you'll see a picture, you'll see an email, a phone number if it's included, and all of the properties that I clicked on. So you guys can see that this is the property that I clicked on in this example, right? So I'm gonna go back to Michael's site. Let's see. And I'm gonna create a new search from scratch. I just wanna show you guys what this looks like from start to finish, right? So let's do home search. Let's take a look in the bridges.
Nice small house.
Nice modest house, 1 million to 5 million in the ridges. So we'll take a search. So now we're doing a live MLS search within the agent website. I just want to make sure that you guys all understand that all of your websites can do this. So all of your clients can actually search in real time listings on the MLS. There's no reason why your client should be searching on Zillow or any other website for that matter. So here's my search results, right? So I'm going to start clicking on properties. Clicked on 66 Christine Glen. I'm going to go back and I'll click on, let's see, a nice house. 54 Coralwood looks cool too. I don't know if that's a real picture or if that's a drawing.
That's a rendition.
Rendering? Cool. Any takers? No? I have a seller over in the bridges now.
Is this already set up on all
This
our-
is live, set up, ready to go, you guys. I mean, this is,
I'm not seeing it on my mobile.
which account are you logging into?
Mine.
Your agent account?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure that it's, I'll top it down and make sure that it's turned on right now. So as soon as I actually refresh the back end of the members account, you'll see that these are the two properties that I just clicked on from the client perspective, right? So I, as the agent, can see a picture of the client, their information, the houses they've clicked on, and you can also see how many times they clicked on. Why this is beneficial, so you can actually make educated decisions. For example, if I clicked on 54 Coralwood 6 times, you as the agent can call me, hey Troy, it looks like we can take a look at 54 Coralwood, or there was a price reduction at their property. Let's go schedule, which way to go see the property. So again, it gives you guys really good ammunition and educated, or data to make educated decisions with your clients. Any questions so far?
It works.
It
I
works,
just
thank
need
you.
extra help. Thank you, Tom.
Sure.
Just a small question. So the questions that were on that last screen where it showed, were you pre-qualified? Where are the answers to those?
Those are going to be in the back end. So this is the first, and this is the phase 1.0. Right, so we're going to actually build this out entirely. We're always creating new stuff for you guys, and this is something that we're really excited about. So this, as itself, works right now. We're going to be adding options to add different questions. As an agent, I think it almost should be a prerequisite to have your clients create an account within your website. One, because you get this information that's valuable, but two, you can also track what they're doing, which is really important.
It pops up in your email.
Oh, thank you.
Can we have them, if we do like a Facebook ad, can we have a link set up where it goes automatically to that questionnaire where they sign in? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, so more of like a splash page to create an account? Is that what you're
Right,
asking?
in other words, when I do my Facebook ads, my husband has it go right to my website, but can it instead go to the
Login part?
login part? That
Let me
first
take a
place
look.
that you were at?
Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem. Let's
That would be awesome, because then it's not like you have to ask them, it's just what they have to do in order to get further.
So let me sign out. So this is the destination. This is just one example account. You want it to go right to
Yeah,
this
whatever,
prompt?
yeah, totally.
Okay. Yeah, do you guys think that would be a good add-on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll probably create something that you can turn it on or off.
Gosh, I'm brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, you can copy that link.
You're on the PowerPoint. But again, guys, I mean, this is, I know most of you, unfortunately, aren't utilizing this as much. And I really hope that this new feature is something that allows you guys to see,
It's
the benefits of the
amazing.
platform.
Yeah, I'm
And
glad we finally did this.
me
Thank
too,
you.
me too. Well, happy New Year, everyone. Thanks again for having me.
Okay.
I'm gonna get with Brandon. We'll figure out a time next week. We'll all meet at Green Valley. We'll do an intensive workshop. We'll optimize your websites. We really want you guys to start using this in 2020. So, thanks again.
Thanks, Troy. Just comes back up. Next up, we have, first of all, we're wanting to bring him out more and more so you guys can see this. We pay for this as a company for all of you guys, and I've got almost 300 people out of 500 that's never logged into their website. So when you look at that, you've got this awesome tool to use, and people aren't using it. And so I think it's important that you look for these workshops and find out how you can utilize it. It's not enough just to have a website. Let's make it a good tool to help generate business for you. Okay? So with that being said, our next speaker is the one and only Janet Carpenter.
Thank you. Good morning. Happy New Year. Okay, so I've talked all year about committees at GLVAR. I'm very proud of the fact that we have such a high percentage of our members involved at the association. Now, this is January. So if you attend the meeting of whatever committee interests you in January, you are automatically a member of that committee. If you don't go in January, you're going to have to attend 3 meetings and then be voted in. So, the schedule's kind of screwed up because of the holiday, the first week of the month, but here are the committees and the times they're meeting in January. Education Committee, our own Daryl is chair, yay Daryl, meets this Thursday at 9. Political Affairs meets this Thursday at 8:30. Community Outreach meets Thursday at 11. And then the committees after that are back on their normal schedule. So Trends will meet Tuesday the 14th at 11. Global Business Committee will meet Wednesday the 29th at 10. And if there's anybody interested in property management, the last open committee, they meet Tuesday the 14th at 9. So another thing I want to let you know, now that I am past president of GLVAR, I'm still on the board, but I've also picked up a board position on MLS. So you're going to be getting a lot of MLS stuff this year. So first thing is, there's going to change to MLS the 1st of February, and if you get an MLS data checker because you made a mistake, you only have 2 days, 2 business days to correct it instead of 5. So they will be emailed to you, so keep an eye on your email if you have a listing. The other thing I want to talk about, I had an incident where an agent called me and she was going through this thing and she said, I have a seller and we have accepted a contingent offer with the understanding that the property will remain in available status. No, that is a fine. You cannot do that. Now, you can put it in under contract show, but you cannot leave it in ER if you have any kind of accepted contract. And one other thing, the new MLS Touch app is now live, and you better download it because your other GLVAR app is going away the end of the month. And that's all I have. Thanks. I did it in less than 3 minutes. Oh, wait a minute, Sherry has a question.
The touch.
Yeah?
Is, have I missed, is there, because I go on it and can you like do normal stuff that you would normally do in Matrix? Like change status and all that good stuff? I go and
There's a live training class. It's a training class Thursday the 16th at 10 a.m. It's a webinar. You have to go online and register.
Yeah, so the 16th, a webinar.
They're having numerous webinars all through January because the other app goes away at the end of the month.
Thank you. Okay, with that being said, we're going to bring Kelly up to talk about all the stuff that's coming up on the calendar. So, Kelly.
And other stuff that's not on the calendar. And hey, we're on a winning streak. Think you can do it again today? I think we can.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. So, who is into volunteering? Who actually volunteers? Okay, so Thursday morning, you have a major, great opportunity to go volunteer at 3 Square with us. We realize we haven't really promoted this a whole lot, but this is a great time to come out, wear your signature t-shirt if you have one, or at least wear your name badge. We're gonna be at 3 Square from 9 to noon. Does everybody know where that's at? It's up in the ghetto in North Las Vegas, so don't get lost and, you know, walk your car and.
I bet we can't
Come on,
find
just kidding, just kidding. So,
I
anyway.
live in North Las Vegas.
You do not. So, come prepared, be ready to work, and it's a great opportunity for you guys to give back. And then we'll be able to take photos, you can promo that on your Facebook page and that type of thing too. So we look forward to seeing you all there. I will be late because I've got to go to political affairs and check in first. If anybody wants to be on that.
Can we come for part of the time?
No. You're such a slacker.
I have 11 o'clock appointment. I'll come in the morning.
Okay, so you cover the first half, I'll cover the second half. How's that? Okay. So we also got Sky Slope webinars going on every week with Monica. So if you are not well versed on how to use Sky Slope, please start going to those webinars and those classes that we're going to be having for that too. One of the other things too, I don't know if you guys saw the video where I look like this little tiny person, and if you really want to know what happened to my wrist, we had to arm wrestle, and I won, obviously. So Jesse,
Obviously.
little injury, but it's okay. So anyway, Jesse and I have teamed up to help you guys this year. So if you haven't watched the promo video, which there'll be more of those coming out, he and I are going to kind of combine our masterminds to better help you guys and break things down. So like yesterday, I had tons of handouts to help you guys do your business planning, your market planning, that type of thing. And then Jesse's gonna take it to the digital side for you guys on Friday mornings over here. So we're gonna be combining that together for you guys. We're gonna break things down so you're not sitting here with deer in the headlights, looks like you have been. And we're gonna take it step by step, and it's gonna build each week. So you're not gonna wanna miss it. And if you do, we'll do little mini recaps. So if you are interested on Friday morning, you know, coming, I'll bring some more of the printouts and handouts for you guys as well. So don't hesitate to still go ahead and come on Friday morning here. It's 10 o'clock on Mondays at Green Valley, 9 o'clock Fridays here. And then we do have Jared coming in with headshots. I know we have several new agents here this morning, so welcome to a bunch of our new agents that are here. I've been posting no pictures, they probably hate me. But you can come get your new headshots then if you want to do that as well. We also have post-licensing going on next week, so if you know someone who needs to do post-licensing, invite them to come here. The REPA Master Series, Chris is going to be teaching that. I'll let him touch base on that. And then, of course, Monday mornings, Tamara, and where'd he go? Tyson. Both do their business mastermind calling here on Monday mornings. So don't forget, if you want to come do lead generation, that type of thing, that's what you need to be here for. And then also we've got VGK watch parties coming up for social events, both one here at this office and one at the Green Valley office. And then I've got a couple things that'll be going on too that we had to switch around a little bit for some things coming up, so we'll keep you posted on those things too. And then Miss Erin is teaching our great class. So you're gonna be empowered by Erin. It's intensive training to grow your business, create your six-figure income. So if you have not attended this yet, it's awesome. It'll really jumpstart your business. So it's coming up in January. It's going to be for 3 days, correct, Erin?
4.
4 days. Okay, so even better. So you guys really want, I mean, for those of you that were at that other brand and they have that, you know, 4-letter word of that class that you pay like $800 for, we aren't charging for that, but it's, you know, that great material and very intensive to really build and make your business. So, and she's an amazing coach and trainer. I've heard amazing things about your class. So yes. So if you haven't signed up, be sure you sign up for that as well. And I think that's everything for now.
No.
Oh, what else we got?
On the 15th of January at the Summerlin office, there will be an RPR class. I am now an official NAR instructor for RPR.
What time is it?
It's at 10, it's at 10, what did we say? It's at 10 until 11:30, and then we'll have lunch after that, courtesy of Marie Herrick with Equity Title.
Awesome. So January 15th, RPR in Summerlin.
Bring a computer
Bring
or
your
something
laptops.
to work on.
Yes. And when you're coming to mine and Jesse's classes, bring your laptops to those things too, you guys, because it's going to be hands-on. Yep.
Okay, let's give it up for Kelly. And let's keep it going for our DJ from Citywide, Kelly.
Happy New Year! Happy Tuesday! Everybody responds better to that. All right, Happy New Year, Happy Tuesday, Happy New Loan Amounts. Okay, one of my New Year's resolutions is to learn how to use one of these things, as well as speak for the allotted time that I have. So today,
There you go.
I have 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to talk really, really fast. So here's what's going on with loan amounts. Conventional loan limits are, no, I'm just kidding. Oh, you guys didn't like that. All right, how many of you want to make more money? So loan limits went up about $25,000 for conventional loan limits. We went up from 484 to 350 to 510 400. So that's going to help all of our buyers who are approaching that jumbo limit. Remember that we do 3% down payment at that amount, so that'll hopefully help you get more transactions up in that higher price point. As well as for FHA, they went up another $23,000 to $345 here in Clark County. So $345 with the minimum down payment of 3.5% is going to make us sales price of $355. How many of you remember back in 2011 when they took our FHA loan limits from the low 400s to 271? Anyone? Bueller? Yes. We all thought we were going to stop selling homes, but we made it past that.
FHA was going away.
Yes, and they have actually, but now they're making a comeback, so $74,000 higher. Walking back and forth so Beta can catch me. And then for VA has now gone unlimited. So if you're a veteran, whether it's first time use or it's subsequent use, second time use, third time use, whatever, if they have full entitlement, meaning they don't have ownership of another home, they have full entitlement on that, they can sell that home right up until the point of actually buying the new home. But as long as they have full entitlement, it's 100% financing all the way up. For us, it's going to be $2 million. How many of you would love to sell a home for $2 million to a veteran? Come on, only 4 or 5 people? Right. So that was really what I wanted to come out here and talk to you about. If you have any questions, we also have some new names and all our contact information on the flyers in the back. Please get one of those, and if you have any information, or if you want any information, or if there's anything that we can do to help serve you this year, please get one with one of your citywide home loan officers. Any questions? Yes?
The reverse mortgage, who on the team is doing that?
We don't have a specialist, but we do actually have somebody that we refer out to within our company that will do it. Good question. Janet, did I make it? Yes! Happy New Year, everyone!
Janet's our official timekeeper. So, the rumors are true. There's key points in a company when we go to different levels. And there was one right at the beginning when Janet Carpenter decided to join us. That was a huge coup in our cap. It was a big deal for us to have Janet Carpenter. She's been a tremendous asset all the way up to us. But also everything she's done for us as well. And we're looking forward to big things from her. Another key point was obviously when Ashley and Monica have joined us. Those were big points in our company, and those are big things when we were able to grow. And I don't think we could do it without them either. There was another point about a year after we'd started when I was able to actually have a conversation with this woman about coming over because I had a non-compete with my previous brokerage. And it was a great thing for me and a big thing for Signature when I was able to work with my friend Vonda again. So, it was a big thing there. And last year, we had a great office out in Green Valley, and we were kind of floating. And we were looking for the right leader, right, to come in and run that office. And we found probably the best, which was Kelly Bishop. And she's done a tremendous job out in Green Valley over the past year. I'm excited to see what happens this next year. She also helps us with so many other things in our other ventures and stuff like that. So we keep her super, super busy. But we're at a point now, we had an opening out here in the Southwest office. And as much as I love being a broker and working out there, I can't keep up with everything. If you've sent me an email over the past 2 months, you know. I'm about to be able to get to those. But it's another key point in our history of Signature, and I'm excited because I think with this person, we're going to be able to even take it to another level. And so we brought in somebody, Chris Bishop, obviously, to be the general manager of Signature Real Estate Group here in Las Vegas, and he's going to currently be the broker out here in the Southwest. So he's going to speak to you today. You're going to get to know him a little bit better if you don't. Many of you, when you got your license, were sworn in by him because he was the GLVR president in 2018, and he is the Nevada state president for the Realtors this year. So let's give a big hand to Chris Bishop.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. They said try new things, so here I am. So, who here has met me before? Do I owe any of you money? Making sure, new company, a couple of hands, okay. So, those of you who don't know me, I'm Chris Bishop. I've been in real estate for the last 15 years here in Southern Nevada. I'm a Las Vegas native, and I really enjoy that. I had to bring my mommy with me today. My mom, Patty, right there. Moved to a new company. I thought, Mom, guess what? I packed up your stuff and we're leaving. And so my dad doesn't know it, but he'll be here soon as well. My wife, Amy, is back there. Who here has worked with Amy Bishop? So when Brandon approached me about a rumor that wasn't really a true rumor and said, hey, Chris, what if we make that rumor true? Wouldn't that be fun? I kind of laughed and chuckled it off, and then we had a real conversation, and he said all the right things. So I said yes. So I'm super excited to be here, and I'm super excited to meet all of you and help you in any way I can. But I've got to say, you guys have one of the best leadership teams I've met and I've worked with. I've served on the board with most of them. I make the joke all the time that I refer to Janet as Mother Goose because she tells me a story and treats me like a little kid. But V and I and Brandon served on the board together for some time, and they're just incredible people. And I got the opportunity to meet Mike in many airports, and he's just an incredible guy as well. So I'm really excited to be here. Thank you very much. So I'm going to go on to my next points. They asked me to talk, and I said, Brandon, you mean I have to use a microphone? And he says, yeah, we use mics in our office so that everyone can hear. And I said, for the last 7 years, I've held a coffee cup in my hand for every meeting I've ever done. And so we'll see how this goes. If I screwed up, let me know. So who here has issues in their transactions ever? Write those names down. Who here has clients that you wish that you hadn't taken on? Right? Who here has a personal life beyond real estate? Less hands, okay. So I want to get this off right now and just solve most of your problems. I've got a short video. It lasts about 5 minutes. We use Bob Newhart to tell every agent in America exactly what they need to do. So here you go.
Yes, come in. I'm just washing my hands.
I'm Catherine Bigman. Janet Carlisle referred me.
Oh, yes. You're being very delighted about.
Yes, that's me. Should I lay down?
Oh, no, we don't do that anymore. Just have a seat. And let me tell you a bit about our billing. I charge $5 for the first 5 minutes. And then absolutely nothing after that.
That sounds great. Too good to be true, as a matter of fact.
Well, I can almost guarantee you that our session won't last the full 5 minutes. No, we don't do any insurance billing, so you would either have to pay in cash or by check.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't make change.
All right.
And go.
Go.
Well, tell
What?
me about the problem that you wish to address.
Oh, okay. Well, I have this fear of being buried alive in a box. I start thinking about being buried alive and I begin to panic.
Has anyone ever tried to bury you alive in a box?
No, but truly thinking about it does make my life horrible. I mean, I can't go through tunnels or be in an elevator or in a house, anything boxy.
So what you're saying is you're claustrophobic.
Yes, that's it.
All right, well, let's go, Catherine. I'm going to say 2 words to you right now. I want you to listen to them very, very carefully. Then I want you to take them out of the office with you and incorporate them into your life.
So I write them down?
Well, if it makes you comfortable, it's just 2 words. We find most people can remember them.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here there. Stop it! IT, new word, IT.
So, what are you saying?
You know, it's funny. I say two simple words, and I cannot tell you the amount of people who say exactly the same thing you're saying. I mean, this is not Yiddish, Catherine. This is it. Stop it.
So, I should just stop it.
There you go. I mean, you don't want to go through life being scared of being buried alive in a box, do you? I mean, that sounds frightening. Then stop it.
I can't. I mean, it's been with me since childhood.
No, we don't go there. Just stop.
So, I should just stop being afraid of being buried alive in a box.
You got it. Good girl. Well, it's only been 3 minutes, so that will be $3.
So I only have a 5, so
No, I don't make change.
then I guess I'll take the full 5 minutes.
Fine. All right. Well, what other problems would you like to address?
I'm bulimic. I stick my fingers down my throat.
Stop it! Medicine kind? Don't do that.
But I'm compelled to. My mom used to call me Sally.
No, we don't go there. We don't go there either.
But my horoscope did say.
We definitely don't go there. Just stop it. What else?
Well, I have self-destructive relationships with men.
Stop it! You want to be with a man, don't you?
Yes.
Well, then stop it. Don't be such a big baby.
I wash my hands a lot.
That's all right. I wash my hands all the time. There's a lot of germs on them. Yeah, don't worry about that.
I'm afraid to drive.
Well, stop it! How are you gonna get around? Get in the car and drive, you kook. Stop it! Stop it!
You stop it!
What's the problem, Catherine?
I don't like this. I don't like this therapy at all. You're just telling me to stop it.
And you don't like them?
No, I don't.
So you think we're moving too fast, is that it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right, then let me give you 10 words that I think will clear everything up for you. You want to get a pad and a pencil for this one?
Right.
Are you ready? All right, here are the 10 words. Stop it, or I'll bury you alive in a box.
So what do you think? Was that pretty good? So I've learned in my life to use humor when you can't be the smartest person in the room, and so I tend to be kind of funny, and I hope you enjoy it. But I noticed that every year, every start to the year, we start at 0, right? And in 2020, all things are equal. Every agent in Las Vegas has the same amount of deals. They have the same amount of listings, and then they have the same opportunity. But I noticed that that gives you the opportunity to stop things that you shouldn't be doing, to start things that you should be doing. And one of the most important things that every single real estate agent in the marketplace that's in business should have is an SOI. Has anyone ever heard the term SOI before? Yeah. What's it stand for? Thank God they know what that means. So the idea is that you started a business when you became a realtor, correct? And the CEO of that business, you went out looking to find the best possible person, and that person is you. You've invested in yourself, you've gone to classes to train yourself to be better, and now here you sit. And the question is, what makes you different than everybody else? Because a CEO of their own company is going to build something that they could sell to others. Is that true?
Yes.
Do you guys have a great retirement plan in real estate? No? Just gonna move to another state, hope everyone forgets you? We see that happen all the time, right? Real estate agents get out of the business, they've done it for 25, 30 years, and they just move away and they just let their business go. Have you known an agent that's done that?
Oh, yeah.
I have. If you really build a great database, and I'm gonna show you some steps to do it, that database has value. Did you hear about the team in Texas that sold their database for $15 million? Would you guys like to have $15 million for your retirement? Right? Do your clients love you? Do they respect what you say? You should have said yes when I said, do they love you? Well, we'll get to that later. That's a different class. Takes longer. I'm going to show you basically what you should have. So, of course, every single business plan should have active and passive activities. What's an active activity? Door knocking is active. Active meaning exercise, right? You can tell I'm a door knocker, right? Give me another passive activity. Someone said it. Open houses. You're waiting for someone to come to you, right? There's no action on your part other than putting up some signs and sitting in the house, right?
Mailers.
Say again?
Mailers.
Mailers. So mailers are actually a passive activity because you're sending it out and you don't know what's going to happen with it, right? But we're going to get to some examples. So every business plan should include both, and you should have a hunting and farming plan, right? Because you got to hunt for today because you need to eat today, right? I've seen some realtors come to events just for the food because they needed to eat today. And then you should have some farming activities that you're cultivating every year to build a crop, right? And what happens when you build a crop? You plant the seeds, you wait for it to grow, and then you cultivate it. If you do a good job of that, that farm will give you money every single year. And if you do better things more often, it'll give you more money. Anyone know an agent that just makes their money from farming? I worked with a lady, Ann Jackson. You ever meet Ann Jackson? It wasn't because of her personality, okay? But she made her entire money from 5 farms that she worked tirelessly for 10 years. And every single year, she made $200,000 to $300,000 a year from those 5 farms. She moved to California 2 years ago, and she still makes $200,000 to $300,000 every year from those farms, because that's how much they trusted her. So this is the SOI influence pyramid. So on the top you have for sell by owners on the active activities, you have expireds, door knocking, and phones. And sellers, believe it or not, are active activity because you control what? The inventory. And if you control the inventory, you control what? The market, right? Wouldn't you like to have every buyer's agent working for you? That's what happens when you're the listing agent. On the passive side, you have internet leads. Anyone here got an internet lead recently? Right, they're always high quality, aren't they? They always know exactly what they want. You know, Zillow's told them exactly what questions to ask you. Advertising is actually a passive activity because you don't have a guarantee at the end of it. You're hoping that it's going to work. Does that mean you don't do it? Absolutely not. But again, we're going to have both, direct mail and of course open houses. I built my entire business from open houses because my family was all in the real estate business, and when you have a database that's already being worked by somebody else, you got to go out and meet new people, right? But we're going to tell you how an SOI will get you around that. So these are all the sources of business that you could think of to generate business from. So you have open houses, farming. Anyone here farm right now? So now they changed the name to what? Geographic marketing? Yeah. Makes sense? So when you can farm, you not only have to farm neighborhoods. Think of a house that you sold. Someone saw your sign go up. They saw the house sell, and then they never heard from you again, right? Anyone here ever had the house next door to where you live go up for sale? I had one, I kid you not, and I don't share this very often because it's really bad about me. Both homes on both sides, the one across the street, all went up for sale with 3 different agents. And the funny part was, 2 realtors that I knew live on my same street, right? So it was their fault too. Door knocking, phone calling, mailing, advertising, previewing properties. Why would you preview other people's listings? Be nosy? Facebook marketing? If you know what's on the marketplace and a seller or a buyer comes to you and asks you questions and you already have been in the house, do you think they'll trust you over somebody else? How many times have you gone into a listing appointment to tell a seller where they should pick you and you haven't been in the other property and they said, well, I've seen that house and I know what it looks like and I know the comps of the neighborhood. If you haven't seen it, it puts you in a worse position, right? Garage sales. What's garage sales a sign of? Somebody's moving, right? They're getting rid of their crap so that they can go find a new place to put it in. Mini storage facilities. What happens there? Don't say storage. Just stop it. People go to storage facilities to get their stuff to put it into so their house looks better to sell. And they also go to get their storage stuff when they're thinking of moving somewhere else, right? Leases in other areas, licensees in other areas have been a great source of my business. There's 1.4 million realtors, and this is going to be the easiest business tool I'll ever give you. My name is Chris Bishop with Signature Real Estate Group. Are you the top agent in Dallas? Oh, great. Do you have a realtor you're working with in Las Vegas? Oh, you do. Click. Hi, this is Chris Bishop with Signature. Are you the top agent in Dallas? Oh, you're the second best agent in Dallas. Do you have an agent in Las Vegas? Oh, you don't. Well, I'd like to introduce myself. I'd love your referrals. 1.4 million realtors out there selling houses. Okay, like 400,000 out there selling houses. But you know. Civic and business organizations for sale by owners, expired business cards. People still have business cards? What do you do when you get business cards? You put them wherever you were at the time and you never see them again, right? What should you do with a business card?
Put it in your phone.
So put them in your database, right? Because you can market a business just like a person. Short sales, anyone here seen an REO lately? Do markets cycle? Yes. Has the same thing happened before?
Oh, yeah.
So why aren't you guys out working for asset managers and meeting them? Going to banks and making friendships with those people that could end up getting short sale properties? Because right now they don't have a lot. Right now they don't know they could, but we all know the market cycles, right? Can we learn from our previous mistakes maybe? Investors, tenants, those are easy. Tenants. What do you know in the MLS when someone leases a property?
When they're leaving.
How long the lease is for and when they're leaving. Could I give you a better tool to know people that have to move soon? Right? Absentee owners. Who here is from another place? Not a Vegas native. Where are you from?
Iowa.
Iowa. Where are you from?
California.
California. Where are you from?
Where's he?
Okay. Who else? Where are you from? Seattle. So right now you could go into the MLS, you can go to the tax records, and you could search for people that live in Seattle, and you can send them a message and say, hey, I'm in Las Vegas. I happen to know that you live in Seattle. I'm from Seattle, love the area. And if you need a real estate agent here in Las Vegas, I'd love to work with you. Did that, had a couple of agents do it. The first mailer, they got 3 listings. Because they connected, right? That's all you need. Okay, so let's talk about a game plan that's gonna help you meet new people. So your SOI should be made up of people you know, and it can be made up of people you don't know, but are they as important? Who here has over 500 people in their database right now? Who here has a Facebook page?
Oh, yeah.
Who here has over 2,000 friends? Let me ask you a question. If you were in jail or needed money, hopefully that doesn't happen.
I'm calling Brandon.
Right? I'm calling Brandon. But would those people actually return your phone call? Maybe. I mean, their kids look really cute on Facebook. I liked it a lot. It was their birthday last week. I said happy birthday. So doesn't that mean we're friends? I don't know. What do friends do for each other? So if you started building a database right now, do you know how many people you need to build a successful business, a good foundation? Throw me a number.
100.
100? 500? Anybody else?
300.
300?
Going.
10. It's actually 19. If you had 19 people that are willing to go out of their way to talk about what a great realtor you are and how much you did for them, and they would send you referrals, you could build a 6-figure business. But what I challenge you to say is that most of those people you don't ever really talk to. You did the transaction with them. It's kind of like a relationship. You dated for 30 days and then you dropped them, right? As soon as you got what you wanted, you were out, right? So 19 people is really all you need as a core base, but that's kind of like a raving fans number, right? These are people that you really invest your time and energy in. So I know you're not going to do that, so let's go for a different series. Right now we're going to decide, again, 2020, it's January 1st, well it's close, it's the 7th. All things are still equal. So right now in your head, how many people do you have? Just tell yourself, I have 10, I have 30, I have 150, okay? And how many are complete? I see agents all the time that come with their database, they have a first name and a last name, and that's where it stopped. Can you make contact with a first and last name? Jane Doe, right? And then I see a lot of people that have a phone number, but they have nothing else. Does everyone answer their phone?
No.
My wife's amazing. I will actually call her twice, no answer. I'll text her, she'll respond right away. Does that happen to anyone else?
She does that to me too.
Right? Not just me. Email addresses. Who here has that email they give to everyone that they'll never check? Right? I still have my Yahoo email. Did I ever give that to you? Don't send the email. But the idea is if I have all of those things, I have multiple ways to contact people so I can get their response. So if you took 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks before the end of January, how fast could you grow your database? In a day. I mean, I know you're all busy people. I know you all have tons of listings and tons of sales. But if we put in a little bit of time, how fast could you grow a database? How fast could you grow it in 2 weeks?
Double it.
Double it? Okay. So 10 to 20, 20 to 40. right? Could you go from 0 to 100?
Yes.
You could do that, right? If you came in every day and you made 10 or 20 phone calls, you got their info? Okay, and if you really don't know anybody, who here is from somewhere else, brand new, never been in Las Vegas, it's your first week here? Thank God, okay, that makes it easier. So, cheat and go to Facebook, right? You already have a source of people. There's always people on Facebook that want to meet new people, not those people, but you know, you can go on there, and what does Facebook allow you to do? I can actually go into the messenger and send them information and get replies from them. That's a contact, right? I could go on and find out their contact info. By the way, you're all in real estate. You want to sell houses. And it's surprising, I kind of went in and tracked a few of you on Facebook, and most of you don't have any contact info for how someone could get a hold of you. Some of you are putting things on Facebook that I don't think you want your clients to see, right? I try never to get political. I try never to get religious. I try never to give my opinion on Facebook because I'm using it to engage clients. If you want to do that, have a personal page, but your clients, the first thing they're doing is they're going to go check you out and find out what things you're talking about. Can you afford to lose a listing because of that? I couldn't, right? And no one really cares what I think anyway. Well, some people, my wife maybe. What growth would you experience over the next year if you really put in a lot of time? My goal for everyone in this company is to have a database of at least 400 people. Okay, that's 400 people that you call on a regular basis, every single week, every single month. There's an activity for you to come in and do. And the neat thing about it is it should follow the 10% rule. If you have 400 people that are actively engaged with you, you reach out to them on a regular basis and you really engage them, you should get 40 opportunities. What's an opportunity?
Chance to sell.
Chance to sell or chance to buy. An opportunity is people that want to engage you. Do you understand the value of every single person in your database? Is it really about them buying or selling, or about their referrals? Would you rather have, why are referrals better?
Because they're ready.
Because they're ready. And they actually sent you to, they cared so much that they told them about you, and they sent them to you, so you've got an opportunity, you know it's going to be great. Referrals and sign calls are still the best leads you can get in real estate. Because the people know why they need to use you already, right? So in this whole plan, every single agent should be making 20 contacts. 20 contacts a day. That's a lot, right? If you didn't have a database, how could you find 20 people? Brandon, we talked about it in the thing yesterday. What's the easiest way to find people? Phone book. If you can find a phone book,
What's that?
you've got a wealth of people right there, right? But Janet, Patty, Linda, you probably remember this too. You walk into a real estate office as a brand new agent, they give you a desk, a phone, and a phone book. And said, good luck. It was that thick. But what did a phone book tell you? Name, phone number, and address. Because they didn't have email then. That's the same thing as Zillow Lead tells you, isn't it? Name, phone number, and possibly an email address. They're selling you phone books, right? One of the chief executives at Zillow at Inman about 3 years ago came out on stage, and they said, you know, we see all these things from Zillow, and Zillow's doing all these great things, and you know, they're just killing our business. And that executive said the best thing I've ever heard. Every lead that we sell real estate agents was another real estate agent's failure to contact their database. Isn't that true?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so if I go through this whole plan, now your question is going to be, Chris, I've got these people in here. I've been putting them in on a regular basis. What do I do with them? How often is too often to call somebody?
Once a month.
Once a month? Okay. So here's the next question I get. If I call them once a month, what do I say? What would you say?
40.
Huh?
40.
40 what?
40.
Family, occupation, recreation, and
All those things make good sense.
whatever D is.
Did anyone else trust you with a house this week? Right? What if you called your clients to tell them about great opportunities and great deals that you have in the marketplace? What if you called to tell them about a house you just heard about in your company sales meeting that's a great opportunity? What if you just called to say hello and Happy New Year and I just want to check in and make sure you're still alive? Right? Those are great calls, by the way. What would you email them? And how often would you do it? I'm going to email them every day. They'll love that. You know what? I'm going to email them all about me because they need to know more about me. Have you seen the emails that agents send to their clients?
Yeah.
What's it about? Them. What emails would you put about their needs? About caring about them and the things that go on in their life? Anyone do a newsletter besides Janet? Yeah? Newsletters are great because it's a way for people to kind of buy in and take time every month to talk with you. How about text? Who here uses text instead of phone? What's the best part about sending your client a text? You don't have to talk to them. You can like plan it out, you can send it, and if they have the right read receipt on, you can see that they got it and that they're thinking about it. Right? Can you get everything you need to tell them over a text? Could you?
Of course.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Just like my wife, they'll engage better that way. It's the truth. I added, I didn't believe it. I thought phone, I got to do it by phone, and I added text into my business, and the amount of receipts that I got back from people that responded and just engaged me was phenomenal. So if you're not doing it, text your clients. It's okay. And if you need an easy way to text them, you can use Messenger, and that still counts as a contact. I don't care what anybody says. You know anyone looking to buy or sell that you could refer me to, and if they respond back saying maybe, yes, or no, that's a contact. All right, so if I take that whole thing and we make 400 people, the whole idea is that I'm going to get personal with them, and what everyone loves to do is that one yearly contact of happy birthday. Right? That's like the feel-good day for everyone. It was your birthday today on Facebook, and everyone responded. Right? What are life events? Death, marriage, and dismemberment. Right? The whole thing is that on things like Facebook, you can go on and actually track life events for people. I'm looking to move. You can actually put it into the search engine at the top of the page and say, people looking to move, and it'll pop up people looking to move. You could say death, unfortunately, you could say that. But all of those things happen to people, and they have needs and wants to basically buy a house, or sell a house, or move. And so the whole thing is if you're really engaged with your database, you already know that that happened to them, so you don't have to work as hard with it. Does this make sense? Questions? Come on, argue with me a little bit on why this won't work. Somebody. There's always one in the group.
Get him, Allie.
No one? It makes sense? Feel good? Feel better than you did before?
Much better.
I can help one person. I've done something good every single day. Guys, I'm here for you. I'm here in my office if you need me. I'm here for a phone call. Send me a text. I'll respond. And I want to help you in any way that I can. Thank you so much for your time today. Coffee. Great song. Thank you.
What do you think? Good choice? All right, so when I was talking about pivotal points in a company, I missed a couple of things. Number one, Mike. I don't know if you don't know Mike Rasmussen. Mike, stand up. If you don't know him, he's actually my business partner and the co-founder of Signature. None of this would have happened without the collaboration of myself and him, and putting things out there and sacrificing for the growth of this company. So I really appreciate everything Mike's done as well. And the other person I forgot was, I don't know if, is Leah around here? She's back. She's up there working. She's busy.
She's just off
Well, she shouldn't be mad. She works hard and tirelessly, and I mean, this office has been a little bit of a challenge off the start. You know, turning over a broker, going through a period of time without a broker, and that woman has done a hell of a job in keeping things together. So when you see her, make sure you thank her, and then clean up after yourselves when you leave, because I don't want to make her do it, right? So give her a hand too, please. Yeah.
Square Thursday, it needs a signature t-shirt. I have a couple. I have small, medium, and 2X. We're totally out of medium, of large, and extra large.
Brandon, we have the Signature Peeps shirts from the Easter event last year too. We could.
You know, we use the Signature Strong, and I know we got some more on the way,
Okay.
and we're checking, waiting for those to come in. So you guys will want to get the new Signature Strong shirts when they come out. It's a different material, it's much lighter. They will be $20, but that $20 goes to the Signature Strong Foundation that we give back to charity. So with that, we'll do the drawings.